flight left from Valencia at 9:50. We got into London at 11:50. We waited in customs for a while. And took the TerraVision bus to Victoria Station. Then had the long cold walk to our hostel. And to open the door with the lock code. And woke up all our roommates. And yeah, changed and got organized in the shower. 9:30, ate hostel breakfast, which was like cereal toast, disgusting coffee, which wasn't even coffee. Took the metro tube, and bought Oyster cards, and we went on a tour. And that says way out instead of exit. Thought that was funny. And we went on a tour to all the biggies.
That's the reason why we can't go any further. But you can enjoy this lovely space, and this place is called, it's got names, it's called the Horse Guard Isle.
That was our tour guide. He was too cute. So went to Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, St. James Park, Trafalgar Square is where we ended, and got our pictures in the telephone booth thingy. Then we went looking for a place to get lunch, and we got this delicious soup. Oh my goodness. Which we needed because we were freezing from walking around. And then we went to the National Gallery, which is the art museum in Trafalgar Square, and I saw a portrait of Felipe Quarto and geeked out real hard. Then we saw a protest happening, which you will see in a second. And then we went to Westminster Abbey for a service, and it was beautiful and thought-provoking and amazing. And then I'll sing Grandma's London song.
England swings like the pendulum still. Rise bicycle to ride through Westminster Alley, Tower, Big Ben, rosing her cheeks on children.
Soho for a while until it was time for Hillsong London, and it was amazing. So much energy, and Megan and I realized that we didn't know the songs in English because we're so used to singing them in Spanish at River Valley. And then we ate at a restaurant. I got fish and chips and took the tube home. Monday, the 23rd, we got up and all our rooms were gone, so this little bit of our room. And there's 6 beds. They were never all full, but it was freezing, and I slept with my hat and jacket on. And obviously Megan is not a morning person, as you just saw. And we are so cute in the morning, / the whole time, the whole trip. I went downstairs and planned for the day and ate breakfast. So then we took the tube to the Natural History Museum and stayed there for a few hours. So after that, our feet hurt. But anyways, while we were there, we were very amused by children and their experiencing the museum, and we had too much fun with some of the children's thing, and Megan was very amused by some of the things, which you'll see in a bit, and we saw these cute little kids wearing their safari hats. That was so adorable. And there's this little lizard here that was sleeping and moving ever so slightly. So cute, even though it was fake. And yeah, explored that little heifer.
You explore, babies explore. Babies have to learn how to explore. You have come prepared.
Go, Meg. Go, Meg.
After the Natural History Museum, we went to some Victoria Albert Museum, which is right next to it, and it was super boring. We spent like 15 minutes there and sang Christmas songs because there was a thing that said Gloria in Excelsis Deo, and then we went to Kensington Palace, Hyde Park, and fell on stairs, which you'll see in these weird little videos, and chased animals and had fun.
We're in London, boo. There's a stair. Contrary to popular belief, the Wiggly Walk is actually named after Sir Wiggly, George Wiggly, the first king of England. That's nothing.
Then we went to a supermarket and bought lunch and dinner and made our way to Abbey Road, but I led us to a different location. I was thinking it was Abbey Road, but it wasn't. So we trucked it to Abbey Road to try to get there before it was dark, and our feet were killing us.
Christmas trees. Are they waiting for us? Thank you. You're the sweetest. Cute.
So at Abbey Road, we tried to take a flash of pictures, and there's my attempt at editing it to make it look good. And then we took the tube home during rush hour, which wasn't as traumatic as everyone had told us it would be. Although it did cost a little more.
Yeah, last night we got back to our room at 5, showered, planned today, went to bed at 9. But the great thing is we have these precious Russians or something like that.
At
admire it. How beautiful.
Drink that baby in.
The underground symbol just brings comfort to me. I don't understand why, but I always admire its graphic design every time I see it. Like, it's so simple, but
I've played it so many times.
I
Went to bed at 9, but we have these really great
roommates.
two guys who come in and talk in some language that sounds Russian-ish. They come in and they just talk to each other and they turn on the lights even though we're sleeping, and it's really great.
So then we don't feel bad waking up and leaving when they're still sleeping.
It's like, it's fine. You woke us up at 2 a.m. when you came in, it's fine. So that's cool. Today we're off to the London Bridge and other things. London. Yay, London.
Camera rolling. Alright, so thanks. Trains these days. Goodness. Okay, so night one, Sunday night, we were on the metro coming home from Hillsong, right? It's the tube actually, not the metro. And I took off my hat because I was sweating like a pig, right? And so I had to sit in there, and then we were just talking, kind of. We knew what stop we had to get off, but then we forgot, right? That we were at that stop, and I look up, and the thing's like, "You're at this stop," and I'm like, "Oh shoot, we have to get off." So we like make a sprint for the door because they're like about to close, and as soon as we get out the door, I realize that I left my hat there, right? So we walk out, and I'm this far away from the thing, and I'm like, "Oh no, my hat!" And I turn around, and a dude's right there, and he's like, "Your hat!" And like it gets caught in the door. So then I run back and like and yank it out. Yeah.
Like a movie.
Yeah, it was such a movie scene. It was great.
So that little bit of us talking was from the morning of Tuesday the 24th. So that was while we were waiting to catch the tube to go to East London. We went to Tower Bridge, and it was a classic rainy day in London. This man with a patriotic umbrella, really admired that. Then we went to this cute little market that had delicious smelling food, and also stopped by the Globe Theater, which was pretty unexciting, but at least we could say we've seen it in real life. I don't know. And then the crepes tragedy, so we just moved on to our next activity for the day.
News, we found crepes. Bad news, they only take cash. And so we went for a little adventure trying to find an ATM, and we found one, but our cards don't work because we don't have the little chippy chip in it. So no crepes for us.
So our next activity was St. Paul's, and there we found an ATM, more crepes, and a supermarket. So, yay, everything in one spot, perfect. Here's me getting grapes.
What's the crepe?
Then we went to Covent Garden, which was so cute. So many Christmas decorations and lights. I was in love. Megan was more in love. Then we went to this tea shop because the woman pulled us in and was like, "Here, try these samples." So we did. Then we went downstairs and tried all these other samples. And then we went to Drury Lane because it was on our way to the British Museum, and took pictures with the muffins that we had bought at the supermarket. And there was a catastrophe with all the double-decker red buses there, so I took a little video of that. And here we are. This man is classic. Oh my goodness, yes. Hearing those people speaking Spanish was so comforting. And then we went to King's Cross 934 station for pictures, Harry Potter thing, and I will tell you the story of our Oyster card tragedies.
back to Fulham Broadway, which is the stop that we always get on, right? And we needed to recharge our Oyster cards so we could take the bus to Victoria Station tonight because the tube is not going at 2 a.m. So we had to recharge our Oyster cards, and you can only recharge with 5 on your card, and we don't need that much. We only need like 60 cents more. So I had a few change, put that in for mine. I was all good. Megan couldn't get her card to work, couldn't get anything to work, and you can only withdraw at least 10 at the ATM. So like, no, what are we gonna do with an extra that much? Like, we aren't gonna buy anything else when we're here. So we bought a Twix trying to get cash back. Didn't happen. Her card didn't work again, so I bought the Twix, still didn't get the cash back. So I'm like, alright, we just have to ask someone for £1. Like, that's all we need. So Megan finally got the courage after like 5-10 minutes to stop this chick and ask. And like after 3 people, the chick finally gave us £1 and we gave her the Twix as a present. And now we're going home to eat our pasta.
Yay!
And we were hostile to eat our delicious microwavable pasta that we bought at the supermarket, and it was so good. Charged our phones to get ready for travel and left at 2 a.m. to catch the bus. So we slept like 2 hours, went to the bus stop. I had the double-decker bus experience, had to go up on the top just to, experience the full thing. That took us to Victoria Station, slept the whole way there. You'll see a little bit of London at night with the London Eye lit up and everything. And then from Victoria Station, got the TerraVision bus, slept the whole way to the airport. Then we waited to get on our flight. That was good. And at least we got to see the beautiful sky in the morning. Am I right? I'm right. Sorry to say, but London wasn't all that we were expecting it to be. Maybe we had too high of expectations, but it was nice to visit, and yeah, wasn't all like fantasy world like Italy was, but it was good, and I enjoyed the trip. Yeah, had fun hanging out with Megan for the last few days before she went back to the US, and yeah, London.